Hello guys, Chart Guy Charlie here once again doing a video on ALNA. Uh, Full disclosure, as always, no one can predict the future. I can't predict the future. I'm not telling you what to do here. I'm just giving you my observations on the stock. Um, I don't know where the stock's going to go. No one does. The most important thing here is money management. Always have a day trade. Always use a stop loss. Always have a profit target in mind. Don't blow up your account by losing too much in any one trade. So we're going to get right into the stock. Um, Three positive things I can say right away on this are the fact that it had massive volume here. It's the biggest one day ever volume on this particular stock. The second thing, so that's number one. The second thing is the candle itself. Strong candlestick, finished up near the top of its range. And the third thing is where it finished, right here at $2.16. It broke that previous consolidation there. It broke that consolidation one other time, not too long in the past, right here, and shot up massively, breaking this point here, that resistance level, and it might have continued, except for the stock offering, which can really do damage to these stocks on the short term, and that's what happened. That sent the stock back to where the offering was over in this area, and then it just sort of lost interest, and people really got negative on it, and slowly everyone left the stock until it got to the point where there was no one left to leave it, and people realized that it was an opportunity, huge opportunity, found support here, a nice turnaround, and like I said, with a massive volume, this thing is really bullish again. Now, all that said, let's just talk about resistance and support. Let's start with resistance levels, because I think this is more likely to go up than down. So let's just start with the resistance. The first obvious line of resistance is right here at this $3 range. It hit opened there, but couldn't close above it, and the second day it opened there, rallied above it, but couldn't close above it. So $3 is trouble. You can see why it was trouble, because it was trouble over here. It's going to be trouble again, but I'm not saying it can't take it out. If it can take it out, then we've got this small area here to worry about, and then we've got this big void all the way up to $6. So typical trading range, I'd say, for tomorrow is here. Long term would be here. So that said, let's now look at support. On the daily chart, it's really difficult to see support on this chart, which is why you've got to use multiple time frames. You can see, I guess, support right there, which would transfer over to like the $1.80 range. But there's much greater support if you look at the 5-day. So this is why you always have to look at multiple time frames. Don't get stuck in one time frame. Don't get stuck on a daily. Don't get stuck on a 1 minute, a 5 minute, a 10 minute, a 1 week, a 1 month. You got to look at all of them. Put them all together when you're looking to buy and when you're looking to sell. Always keep them all up. If you're in a stock and you have a multiple charts up, that's ideal. At least have at least four time frames going on the stock you're in. So let's switch here to a 1 day, 1 minute. I'm going to switch this to a 3 minute. And let's get out here where we can see leading into Friday. All right, so You can see Thursday had a good day. After market and pre-market continuation. It opened up and just surged Friday morning here, pulled back and consolidated. This was a buy opportunity, believe it or not. Shot up again, consolidated again, and a third time it went up, hit a high of 2335, and then we had the pullback. It broke this trend line here, and when it did that, people took profits. People got worried. People had stop losses here, and that started to trip. And then fear built up, and then you got people in the comment section saying the stock's gonna collapse. I told you to get out. It's going down to $1, and scares people that listen to those comments. Don't listen to comments. Just use your own head. Anyway, it found a support level here. Rallied up, took that out, found another level here, rallied up, consolidated, and let me actually zoom in a little bit so we can see this a little more clearly. I'm going to zoom in on the specifically on the rest of that afternoon. This area right here, it was really important because it's the same line of support that it found here, and it found it a third time before the final rally of the day, which was huge, taking out that neckline right there, showing just how strong this stock is. And buyers are definitely in control of this stock. They remain in control, and I feel like they're probably going to continue to be in control on Monday. The stock got up to this point and pulled back and closed here, forming a little handle. I would call this a cup and handle for sure. And after hours, the interest continued, and right there was a breakout. I mean, this was the beginning of a breakout of a cup and handle, and if it wasn't after hours, this could have very well continued upward strongly, but there just wasn't enough volume to carry it. So what happened? Well, it just kind of trailed sideways in after hours. So let's talk about where it could go and where the support is and where the buying opportunities might be. If it continues, I would say after hours going to be for a pre-market rather for Monday is going to be in this area here. If it continues like this, that would be ideal. Any of these, this is a buying opportunity. If it trails off this way, I would look at that as a handle, and this would be a buying opportunity if it were me. I might put a stop in this area here, so you have this much of a stop loss. If it started to break out in pre-market, that's a buy. I mean, if we start getting strong pre-market volume and it takes this out, then we've got a breakout occurring on that cup and handle, and I'd be buying in this area and then put a stop where the breakout occurred and hope of a continuation of that. So a lot of scenarios for where to buy based on what the stock is doing in pre-market. Now, negatives, where would we run into trouble? I would say we have resistance for sure throughout here. If it takes that out, we've got this this line right here. This line that used to be resistance is now support. So we've got a support level right here at 210. So these to me are buying opportunity areas. Between 220 and 210 is a buying opportunity. If it breaks out, you can buy and have a stop here, and that's a buying opportunity. If the stock crumbles this point, It's not looking as good, but it's not the end of the world. You've got strong support here. So um, a likely scenario could be, let me zoom this back a little. It's very possible that if the stock ran into early trouble in the morning, went up, went down, and up, if it got back into here, right where there's strong support there, we could find ourselves in this kind of situation where we've got a double bottom on an uptrend. So the stock has multiple scenarios where it could continue and is more likely to continue than collapse. That said, anything can happen. So just protect yourself, use stops, try to get in a spot where you're comfortable, and have a plan. Use your own plan. Don't let people in the comment section distract you or spread fear into your plan or spread hype into your plan. If you have a plan to get in at a certain point, put a stop on it and have a profit target in mind. And when it gets that target, get out. Don't get overly greedy as well. All right. Good luck to everyone. Happy trading, and I hope you make some money.